Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be trying out JINWOO on SKOLL and HATI. So yesterday we tried out Cha on SKOLL and HATI and she was actually really good. A little bit underwhelming in terms of her ultimate on the first phase, but apart from that her damage was hitting damage cover every single turn, and to be honest you couldn't really ask for much more. As long as she's hitting damage cap, it doesn't matter how much overkill she does on the first floor. So, I thought it'd only be fair if I try JINWOO on the exact same team. He's also running HP defense, he's got the same Mael link, nothing has changed. I wanted to have a fair test between the two, because yes, you know, JINWOO is the main character, and main characters normally have like the main character buff, where they're super broken, they're much stronger than everyone else, but Cha is also extremely good, and I want to give him the fairest test possible, so I can determine which one is better. Yes, I do have Cha 6'6", but once again, I'm not going to be comparing the final damage on phase 1. I'm going to be comparing everything else, basically. For the team, HP defense, attack crit, HP defense, with the, she has the crit resistance, sorry, HP crit resistance she is, with crit resistance rolls here, sorry, resistance rolls, so she takes less damage. She also got red mill as well, because she will get targeted, because that's just how she works. Unfortunately, they will just target her. That's fine. Card set, we do have the anti-freeze card set, don't really want to be frozen. It's kind of irritating. We've got characters who want buffs here. You know, this man's got buffs. She provides buffs to the whole team. You don't really want to deal with that. Links-wise, Wales rocking attack rate to maximize damage, HP defense, attack rate, and HP defense. Anyway, let's get on with it. Here we go. I think tomorrow I'm probably going to try out Chart on Rat. I was thinking then, do I go Rat or do I try Bearer on some things? But I think I'll do Bearer last. Bearer is okay. He does have a few problems, but he should perform hopefully quite nicely with an unknown team. Here we go. So I'll do what I did last time. He does have the general DOT, which is actually kind of nice. Honestly, his AoE damage turn 1. Of course, it is going to be slightly inflated because the dog on the left can be debuffed, but I still want to see the damage. I'll just look at the white dog's health bar. It is damage cap. The thing is, his skill hasn't actually got a really bad multiplier. 140% on a weak point skill, by the way, which at level 1 you times that by 3 if they got a debuff. It's one of the, I think it's probably the highest multiplier level 1 skills you can get with such a simple effect. You know, I'm not talking like Amplifier where you get like 70 buffs in the air. Technically it's the highest multiplier card in the entire game, but just generally for only having 1 debuff, it's good. It's really good. We'll cleanse up here. I think I play this. I know that will land the kill, I'm going to waste this. Also merge JINWOO skills just to get his ultimate. Cleansing here as well also gives us a little extra basic stats, about 5%, so a decent amount. Here we go. Unfortunately, Nauseans gives us debuff immunity, which will be immediately removed, so that's kind of useless. I'm not going to be playing that. I know I said I wasn't going to compare ultimates, but I might compare ultimates. Just not in terms of, I'm going to compare the ultimates, I'm not going to judge them at the end or buy the ultimate damage here. Good damage. Mazano doing Mazano things, always such a consistent character. Honestly, Mazano never disappoints. There we go, 245k. He's also now level 18, that means he should actually be doing quite a nice chunk of damage here. Can I get an AoE skill for him? Okay, I was kind of hoping I'd get an AoE skill, so I could sort of test his AoE skill damage, and then ult. But yeah, his stats are looking not bad, 71,000 attack, bear in mind he's missing another 12 stacks of his passive, which I believe is like, I think he's missing like 12% basic stats, basically. Nothing insane, but he is missing out on about 36% damage increase, which is pretty huge, to be honest. We'll see how he gets on here. So we'll ult, and then we'll play a cover roll, because I know Mazano can nuke it if need be. But yeah, he's generally quite good. There you go. 1.7, 1.7, 3.4. It's not bad. Bear in mind, 6'6 Char only did how much? Like 9 mil? He's only 2'6. It's not bad. Honestly, not bad. Damage, we'll check damage. I'm pretty sure he's going to be higher anyway, because he can attack the inactive dog with his AoE. His damage is probably going to be much more inflated than everyone else's. Yeah, 6.8 mil. Decent though, honestly quite decent. And now on to floor 2. Here we go, floor 2. Should be quite easy. Don't expect any problems really. We have 2 ways to remove stance. We've got Mazano, who's should be quite good as a a nice tank at least for the first turn. Get a nice chunk of tank-related stats. Should be all good. Once again, I'll test AoE damage. I want to see if there's a point where he doesn't need damage cap anymore. Damage cap's 30%, so we'll keep an eye on that. I believe it's 30%, 30 or 40%. Should be able to tell though. Okay, so it's gone from about 65. Ooh, maybe that wasn't damage cap. With death damage, it would be damage cap. Okay, but that's only with death damage. Ignites. So this with the white dogs can get quite irritating. Because he has the ability to ignite, and he has Blaze, which is like 25% damage increase per ignite on the field, which is crazy, by the way. It's what Kyo has. And Kyo's a very old character. I'm going to make use of his death damage, because that will be gone next turn. And then I also do that, so I get his ultimate as well. I was going to get his ult anyway, because I played 2 tonal skills, I'm an idiot. Probably could have gone for Masno's ult instead. I think I'm going to keep all the AoE skills from now on. Just so on the final phase, you can do immediate big damage. Level 15, it's okay. It's not the best, it's okay. It'll do. Immediate DOT is quite nice. I do kind of wish his ultimate was a little bit better. Not in terms of damage, but I just generally wish either reapplied this DOT, either reapplied Monarch's Domain, or reapplied the grey debuff he has. I forgot what it's called. Bloodlust, there you go. I wish it applied grey Bloodlust, sort of like what he has when he starts the battle. Because it would just help me in PvE, just a little bit, really. That's what I really care about. Just seeing how they can maintain a decent PvE character. Because normally a lot of these MCs are quite debuff related. You know, you've got Shadow is quite a good example. Rimuru, he doesn't require Infect, but he's got an Infect skill. And once again, Shadow as well. Not Shadow. Goddamn, JINWOO, yeah, there you go, that's his name. I forgot his name. I'm testing him out and I forgot his name. Can't believe it. White Dog, you will need to perish because you're going to be quite irritating to deal with. He's going to keep spamming us with ignites, which is not really what you want to be dealing with. Good damage. Get Masno's shield up as well. Once again, because he can't crit, it looks... I don't know, it doesn't look like he's doing much damage, but it's because he's got cleave. And cleave is actually very strong. Okay, Masno to get frozen. It's completely fine. It's not really going to do much. Like, Sungju is actually patience things. Actually kind of crazy. What is that skill? Oh, so the starts. Okay, it's not. I thought it was like a weak point. I was like, that's kind of crazy. It's patience in that. Just cleanse up here. There we go. I think we may land the kill. Masno will land the kill. Lovely. Consistency. Perfect. Generally, damage is quite good. Once again, because the damage cap's getting higher and higher and higher, Masno does have a chance to catch up, at least a little bit. Time to see. Yeah, there you go. He's slowly catching up. It's going to be quite easy. Masno's got really consistent single target damage, with Sungju has quite good AoE damage. I might save his AoE for the final phase next floor. For the final phase, just keep it and see how much damage you can really do against non-debuffed enemies. But anyway, on to floor 3. Here we go, floor 3 time. Should also be quite easy. I don't see any problems. Maybe if we get really bad RNG like with the freeze, but as long as I keep ultimates, I shouldn't really have too big of an issue. Stance removal, I've got stance removals, I am all good there. Test this AoE now and hopefully I get another one before the final phase. Stop proccing Turnar's passive. Good damage from Masno. Even Nauseans does decent damage. Not bad. Once again, it's heavily inflated by the dog on the left. Okay, cool. We're going on a single target with him. That's nice. I'm probably going to cleanse here. I'm going to cleanse, play this, and then double play. That should kill. So I will cleanse. Play this skill for the upgrade for everyone. And then this is also going to be Masno's ult as well. I just don't have everyone else's ult. And then all I have is Masno's, which is fine. Pretty sure phase 2 on this floor does freeze someone at random. Okay, that was overkill. Okay, who are you freezing? Of course. Has to be him. Actually fine with just like playing these. I'll do that. That'll also unfreeze him as well. Give him freeze immunity for next turn. Not bad, 128k is not bad from a support character. There we go, Masno doing Masno things. Doing play Tonal's ult. Defense slow is crazy. Freeze immune, screw you. So I need to play Tonal's ult, if not it's going to disappear. I believe that should kill. Damage cap is 30%. Yeah, he's dead. And I'll just move. It doesn't really matter anymore. There we go. Damage cap. How much Nozion's going to do? Not bad. Honestly, he's got like, I think 2 damage skills in terms of like different multipliers. Level 1 and level 2 I'm pretty sure do the same amount of damage, just one has a stun effect. Not bad. Remember, he's got like 2 different multipliers on his entire kit. Yeah, 200, 200, and 250. That's all he's got. It's the highest damage multiplier he's got in his entire kit. Nothing else deals damage. He's attack lowered. Significantly attack lowered. Okay. I guess it'll be a true test then. Still, we're going to target the white dog because he's the one that's going to be really irritating to deal with. Not bad. I think that was still damage cap. He was. I know he's 60% damage lowered, but still. Just unfortunate we got that passive. But that's what happens sometimes. You get bad passives, gives you bad runs. And of course, it always freezes him all the time. It's fine though. He's got a lot of bulk to him, so I'm completely okay with this. He's the one I prefer to target because it's not doing much at all. Bear in mind, he's got quite a nice chunk of stat boosting for himself anyway. I can just do a lot of Masno skills, which is kind of handy here. So I'll cleanse up, just so no one has to deal with the spam of ignites for now. Even though I'm pretty sure when we kill the white dog, he disappears anyway. It's just nice to get rid of them. Get a nice basic stat boost as well, of 5%. Damage cap, I think Masno gets final blow. I feel like in terms of damage, like reliability, I feel like Char still wins, but I feel like she only wins for the fact of his AoE skill is kind of like, it doesn't feel that impactful. Where like Char's every single target with her is doing some ungodly amount of damage because that's what her kit is made for. It's like insane single target damage. Her ultimate is quite good. It provides a nice chunk of buffs for her. Refreshes her buffs, which is kind of nice. She's got like team support as well, which means everyone does slightly more damage, even though it's not really needed. Even if it just adds a little bit of bulk, it's kind of nice. But he's still good. He's still usable. Once again, if you can make this team and you're struggling with it, it's not a bad team. His damage is decent. You know, there's probably a few people you can switch out Masno for. You know, Lance is also quite good. I've only really got Masno here because not only is he an offensive character, but he also provides a defensive bubble, which helps out, you know, the squishy characters that being Retona or even Nozians, who can be a little bit squishy sometimes. So if you don't have Masno, because again, he's a collaboration character and he did come out about 7 months ago nearly, 6-7 months ago, just run Lance and you'll be completely fine. You get a nice 60% defense related stat boost. And also another decent DPS. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.